Hello and welcome into the Knicks-Verse. My name is George, and if this is your first time here, or you've been here before but have not subscribed yet, please do so. And I want to thank everybody who has subscribed already. We crossed the 7,000 mark over the weekend. It's fantastic. I appreciate all the support tremendously. The channel's going to just keep growing, and the vibes are immaculate right now, but we did lose. We did lose today. So the vibes have been dampened a little bit, but not as much. Some of you might be upset and disappointed by this loss because we were there. We had this game, and we just totally. Let's go. Randall said it best. Let's let him speak for us here.
Yes. So.
We were gassed. He says. But
we got to be better. We still got to take care of business. We still got to take care of business. Ran out of gas.
Yeah, they were gassed, and you could see it. Randall did not look sharp. Quickly missed his first 4 shot attempts. He looked completely exhausted. He played 55 minutes just 2 nights ago. And Randall played 47 minutes himself. RJ, who actually had a good game for a stretch there, then his inefficiency came back. Again, tired. Kind of his legs weren't there. He wasn't able to beat the defender the way he was doing it in the first half. And so he ran out of gas. Even Josh Hart looked a little bit kind of run down. Definitely Quickly did. Quickly, I think it impacted him the most. And since Jalen Brunson did not play tonight, he rested the foot again. It was going to be a tough situation for Quick. He's not used to playing that many minutes, obviously. So, I'm not that distraught about this. However, it would have been nice to have gotten that 10th win in a row. The Knicks have not lost since February 10th, almost a month. And that was against the Sixers in Philadelphia, if you remember that game. Let's get to this. Yeah, 112-105. For a long stretch there, it looked like the Knicks were actually going to, pull away. They even had to think about a 15-point lead at one point. What was the lead? 16 points was the biggest lead. So it looked good, and then no, they just weren't sharp. It was just obvious. And one thing I felt that the second unit with Obi out there in the fourth quarter were doing very well. I thought that Thibs could have waited a little longer before he brought Randall back in. Or if he did bring Randall back in, I would have left Obi out there. Charlotte was kind of small, so why not match up that way? Obi had some spring to him. He was looking pretty good. Not necessarily, offensive-wise, but we hit a big 3, and he got a nice block. He played some good defense out there on the wing, so he was disrupting Charlotte, forcing them to miss some shots. As soon as he went out of the game, it was almost the minute he went out of the game, Charlotte just basically kept hanging around. Eventually, they tied it, they took the lead, and then they just held on. And there it is, 112-105. I am disappointed because, it's weird. To have this sensation of having to talk about the Knicks losing. It's been so long. It's been so long that it just shows. It just what an amazing run they just had. We just really can't lose focus on that. I really and then again we're still playing without. Brunson is our best player, even though someone can argue that Randall is our best player. But look at Julius, shot 5 of 17, 2 of 9 from the three-point line, and several of those looked like, that looks like it's going to go in, and it wasn't. It was short. So it was tricky. Randall, RJ, 1 of 7 from the three-point line. Quickly, 3 of 10. And then Grimes also struggled, 2 of 7. And even Josh Hart actually finished with a decent stat line, but you could see he was also dragging a little bit. But he finished with 10 points, 8 rebounds, hit his 1 3-point attempt, 3 of 5, 2 dimes for him. Isaiah Hartenstein, he was playing a pretty decent game. pretty decent game. He forced some offense, some second chance points for us, which was nice. He played 15 minutes, finished with only 2 points, but 2 assists, 2 rebounds, which seems low. I think he should have gotten more rebounds. Obi, 3 points only, 1 of 4 overall. And Deuce McBride gave us some nice minutes. Yeah, when Deuce was out there, because, in that fourth quarter with Obi and Hartenstein, Hart, and RJ, that unit was getting it done. I think Thibs could have rode that unit a little bit longer. Maybe another minute, maybe 2, maybe even to the point where you don't even need to bring Randall back because that unit was beating the Hornets at that point. Which it's disappointing. RJ did finish with 27 points. He was the high man for the Knicks, but only 1 of 7, like I said before. 6 rebounds, 4 assists for him, 10 of 24 overall. Knicks just did not shoot the three-point shot well tonight. 27.5% on 40 attempts. And even just inside the arc as well, we were not that efficient. 42.7% on 89 field goal attempts. We got out-rebounded. In fact, let's just get to the team stats. Look at that. How often does a Knicks team get out-rebounded? Very rare. Very rare. Only 39 rebounds for us, 42 for Charlotte. 10 offensive rebounds for both teams. They finished with 32 defensive rebounds. We finished with 29. But assists. Look at that. We had 13 assists at the end of the first half. We finished with only 18. That just showed that the ball just stopped moving. It was a lot of kind of like ISO play, one guy trying to beat his guy and not penetrating the paint, not getting deep enough into the paint to then forcing defenses to collapse and finding an open guy. It just was not the Knicks type basketball that we have been seeing, that we became used to, and we got spoiled. We've been spoiled, man. But look, even the fast break points, we did win that 11-7, and that's thanks to Josh Hart, and RJ had a nice fast break situation there as well. Points in the paint, we lost that as well. So this just shows you this is hustle. This is just these guys. Their bodies are tired. They're emotionally drained, mentally drained, and physically drained. And yet they still were up by 16 and still were up late in this game, in the fourth quarter. It just, instead of it being a 40-minute game, it was a 48-minute game. The Knicks just did not have it tonight. Eventually the streak was going to end. You knew it was going to end. I mean, and honestly, losing to the Hornets played us tough previously, even without LaMelo. So, Steve Clifford knows how to scheme against the Tom Thibodeau type team, and tonight it worked. Tonight it worked for Charlotte. So shout out to them. Their largest lead was the final itself, 7 points. It is disappointing. It definitely is disappointing. I thought you could tell like Randall was barely even arguing foul calls until the very, very end. But RJ was very frustrated. I think he felt, especially in the beginning, in the first half, when he was scoring a lot, he felt he should have gotten several and one calls, which he didn't. So that was frustrating him. And let's go to here. The plus minus tells the story of what I was talking about in terms of that second unit. Look, Deuce was a +8. Hartenstein was a +3. And Obi Toppin was a +13. So even though Obi only scored 3 points, while he was out there, we were outscoring Charlotte by 13. So definitely could have gone a little further, especially considering how many minutes these guys played the previous game. Randall ended up still playing 35 minutes tonight. And same for Barrett, same for Quickly, that trio right there. And even Josh Hart played 33 minutes. So this was a game where it was a game of, some people called it a trap game. I don't know if it really was that. It just was more, I think if we had won that Boston game on Sunday in regulation time, didn't go to double overtime and all that, then this would have been a different story tonight. Would have been a very different story. Let's get to here's Charlotte's stats. This is going to be a quick recap because there's not much to say here right now about this, because it's not like the team went out and there's no reason why they lost this game. No, we know why. it's pretty obvious, even to the naked eye. It's pretty obvious, and yet they still almost pulled this game out. So that's tip the cap to just the overall talent that the Knicks have. So you can see Charlotte. They shot 12 of 32 from the 3-point line, hit 37.5%. There was a time there where the Knicks just could not hit a 3-point shot for their life. I mean, nothing in that fourth quarter, just terrible. Charlotte shot almost 50% overall. Hayward hurt the Knicks. There was a period of time where he's the one who kind of kept them in the game, or no one else was doing much, but he was keeping them around. And that was the thing. When the lead got to 16, immediately Charlotte cut it down, and it was under 10. It was 9, and then it was 8, and then it kind of drifted down to 7. And then the Knicks got it back up to 10, and you were thinking, oh, well, this might be it. That's it. That was Charlotte's little run. But no. Then Terry Rozier got hot. 25 points for him. And Kelly Oubre also hurt the Knicks tonight. 27 points for him to match the high score of RJ. He finished 10 of 17. He had an efficient night for him, 3 of 6. And he hit the big bucket in the corner there, the three-pointer towards the end to pretty much seal the game. It's annoying. This whole thing is a bummer, because it would have been nice to have been talking about the 10th win in a row. Really would have been nice. But now the Knicks can start a new streak. That's right. We can start a new streak, get this thing going, keep it rolling. Was it last season or the season before? I can't remember exactly now, but we had won 9 straight. Then we dropped the game and then won 4 more. So I think we were 12 out of 13. I think that was last season. So I could see something like that continuing here. Let's hope so, because now we're going on the road. That's right. The Knicks are headed out to the West Coast. They're coming out here. I will see them. I will go to the Clippers game. That is the game I'm going to. Not going to see the Lakers. The Knicks, Knicks play the Kings Thursday. And then we got the Clippers on Saturday, then the Lakers on Sunday. And then they finish the road trip, the West Coast road trip in Portland, a week from tonight. And so this next 4-game stretch is very important. Honestly, I could see the Knicks sweeping those 4 games, especially if Brunson comes back and he's feeling good. So I could see them. I could see that happening. This team, even though we've been winning at home of late, which is great, they play better on the road. They're more focused on the road, less distractions. I hope that continues again. I hope that trend, that the way they've been doing that all season long, continues. Let's hope so. The Knicks on the road are 20-12. That's tied for the best road record in the East. I believe it's tied for the best road record in all of the NBA, tied with Milwaukee and Boston. So these guys have it in them to take care of business on the road, and it'd be nice to beat up some. I mean, the Kings are they're a really good team. They're 3rd right now in the West. They're not going to roll over for us at all. But the interesting thing is they're 3rd in the West, but they're 38-26. The Knicks are 39-28. So very similar kind of records. Very similar records. Let's see here. All right, I already went through this here. Man, I'm still, in a way, I'm bummed we lost this game, but I'm still kind of like riding that high from that win against Boston. It was such an impressive game that it still lingers in my mind, and I'm exhausted today. I'm mentally exhausted. Yesterday, I barely had much energy to do much at all, and even today, I kind of had to rally and everything. So I could just imagine what the players are feeling themselves. So I'm really not that disappointed in terms of expecting them to win this game irregardless. Now, they're human beings. These guys are human beings. So, but let's hope that they can regroup quickly, and Manuel quickly himself, and they can go out to Sacramento and take care of business on Thursday. Fingers crossed on that. Start a new streak. Let's go. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, subscribe if you haven't yet. We're over 7,000 now. The next big milestone is going to be, well, 8,000, of course, but I really would like to get to 10,000. That would be fantastic. That'd be fantastic. And we're going to keep putting out content here on Into the Knicks-Verse. And when time allows and scheduling allows, I will still do the pregame lives. And Friday nights or Saturday nights, I do go live for post games. Sometimes, if it's like a key win or an important game, I will go live for a post game, like I did on Sunday. And I really was celebrating. I mean, I had a few too many drinks and no dinner. I ate dinner after I did I went live. So that'll do it to you. But man, it was fun. I'm still riding that. It's beautiful. Let's regroup on Thursday. Let's hope for the win. Let's take care of that business. I think De'Aaron Fox is not a certainty to play. Let me make sure about that. Let's see here. Yeah, De'Aaron Fox is day-to-day. So we'll see. All right, thank you so much for watching this. Subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button for me and drop your comments. Love the comments. I want to hear your feelings about this. And I will see you all right